praising sort of the chemistry you guys have built, and he really appreciates your screen setting. Now you've had like sort of 2 seasons with him. Obviously, there were some injuries, but how's that been for you? Like, what's it like on your side of things, building a rapport with Immanuel?
Oh, it's been great. Put a lot of work into it. He's very methodical in that sense, where he likes to go over all kinds of different details, which suits me well. I think I like to kind of think about different scenarios out there on the court and really like go over them in detail. So I think we have a good chemistry in that sense.
Obviously, RJ is a wing, but he gets a lot of points in the paint, slashing. His absence, how has that changed what you're doing on the offensive end?
It's tough to say. I think because without RJ we have less pressure on the paint, and we tend to, especially when teams start switching against us, we tend to kind of get a little bit stagnant. Um, it leads to me having to get myself involved in the offense a little bit more, like with flashes to the high post, like initiating pick and rolls, just to get more movement in our offense that we're missing without him.
That offensive stagnance seems to be happening, especially in the fourth quarter, closing the games, and that you have the big leads and they tend to evaporate. What have you seen in that, and how can you close that gap?
Uh, I think for us, what we've kind of noticed is that we're obviously we don't want to like play reckless in situations where we have a lead. We want to play under control, but we have to find a way to stick with our brand of basketball for a little bit more. Like I think in the last couple of games, we got away from um, the way we want to play, just for the sake of slowing down and like trying to play solid, which then led to us not executing well. I think there is like a middle ground for us where we can still get the kind of shots we want, but initiate those kind of offenses with a little bit more pace, so that we have more time on the shot clock to work with.
What do you attribute to why you guys are such a solid third quarter team? Why do you think that is?
I have no idea. I think we do well with adjusting to games mid game, trying to figure out what teams are doing well against us and trying to take that away. So maybe that's like a part of it.
Also, Scottie obviously popping off the page in every possible way. What little tweak have you noticed that maybe we aren't seeing that you think has elevated his game?
Uh, I think it's pretty obvious. Like the thing that gets him going is just like his relentless energy and like the way he plays, like his physicality, on offense and on defense. Honestly, like I haven't played against Scottie in a while, but even back when I used to play against him, just like his drive and relentlessness, like I said, is really tough to deal with.
He had a couple of great passes to you late in the fourth quarter there. Does it take like a certain level of familiarity with a player like that, years of playing together, to even be ready for passes like that?
For sure, because it's coming at you fast.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that you kind of have to get used to with Scottie, because he plays so fast and like downhill, like this kind of style. Like also the passes are going to come at you quick, and like just gotta be ready for those kinds of situations.
When you play against players like Luka and LeBron and their basketball intellect, what kind of challenges does that present to your defense?
I mean, I don't think it changes too much for us. I think the challenge is like how do we even though if they're guys that can read the floor well, that are known to make like good passes and stuff like that, how can we still make it as hard as possible on them? How can we disrupt their ball movement? How can we get them to play stagnant, maybe fall into some ISO situations, making those passing angles tough on them. Just giving our defense enough time to react to their ball movement.
Yeah, Darko's always praising your screen setting in particular. There's one thing you do that's a really good job of is when you roll and then you seal your man so that the help doesn't come. Were there little tips in terms of like guys that you studied in terms of screen setting that sort of you incorporated into your game when you were younger?
I I didn't really study any guys. I think that it was just always kind of came natural to me. I remember like almost a core memory for me, like my early on, like I think it might have been rookie season, maybe second year. I was actually talking to Kyle Lowry about like screen setting, and like he was really preaching just being more physical on screens, like getting away from the college type of screen where you just kind of stand there. In the NBA, this more room for some like grabbing, holding, like really like pushing off a little bit, like situations like that, which I think over the years I've tried to like incorporate into my like screen and roll game.